Today, we're going to discuss moral masturbation. Before we delve into what it means and vice versa, let's cite some statements that embody this concept. I'm trustworthy, I'm a man of integrity, I'm very humble. The aforementioned statements embody moral masturbation. Now let's define the respective terms separately. Morals, also known as morality, are the principles or values that guide an individual's behavior and decision making. Our morals help us distinguish between what is considered right or wrong in a particular society or personal belief system. On the other hand, masturbation is a term used to describe the act of sexually stimulating one's genitals for the purpose of sexual pleasure or arousal. Bringing it all together, moral masturbation is a metaphorical term used to describe the act of proclaiming or signaling one's morals, virtues, principles, or values in a self-righteous or self-serving manner. These are done for the purpose of gaining approval, admiration, or social acceptance, often without genuine adherence to those morals in one's actions. A widely accepted name for this act is known as virtue signaling. This virtue signaling, for the most part, is used to gain admiration without putting in the needed work. Dwelling in a world where our interactions have been reduced to social media, the image we form of a person is often based on what they say or the contents they post online. Most times, we all try to play the part more than we realize. Back in the days when people lived in communal homes and the term family used to mean more than just a title, you don't need to tell anyone who you are or what you believe in. Your actions will expose you. Words spoken in an unfiltered interaction with your colleagues will reveal your true nature to everyone. However, fast forward to the 21st century, where we connect via WhatsApp chats and tweets or on Instagram Reels. The art of pretense has become easier and as a result, more widespread than ever before. Why put in the work to run the race when I can just appear at the finish line and get the accolades regardless? We all strive to put ourselves in the best light to others. As such, we tend to say things we believe would only help us achieve that result. We live in a world where people take pride in being humble. Did you notice the irony in the previous statement? Taking pride in being humble. This raises questions such as, what does it mean to be humble? How did you come to that conclusion? What metrics did you use to judge yourself? Why should your humbleness matter to me? The influential author Nassim Nicholas Taleb once said, "Trust everyone except someone who says they are trustworthy." It amuses me that people still fall prey to this kind of moral posturing. Have you ever encountered someone who proudly states, "I am a dishonest person," or "I'm very lazy"? It sounds unlikely because it contradicts societal norms. When seeking a job or venturing into a relationship, people tend to highlight positive qualities to make themselves appealing. Everyone will tell an HR during a job interview that they are hardworking, unless you don't intend to get the job. When confronted with questions such as, "Hope you are not like the others who have broken my heart," from a crush, it's unlikely that you say, "Yes, I'm just like your evil ex-partner." Everyone in that scenario is likely to come up with statements like, "I'm the kindest person you've ever met. I'm the most loyal person on earth. I'm very honest," and so on and so forth. The problem lies in the fact that many of the virtues we claim to possess have not been tested. For instance, many people considered incorruptible haven't been offered a sizable bribe that is enough to make them compromise. Likewise, most of those who believe they are honest haven't faced a situation where telling the truth means risking the lives of their loved ones. Similarly, many who believe they are courageous have never had to put their lives on the line for an idea they claim to believe in. Asking people to state their values is like asking any student to mark their exam papers. It's almost impossible for any student to fail such an exam. We shouldn't be asking people to state their values unless we are trying to get something to judge their actions against. No one asks a madman if he's mad. If you have to ask, it's either you are blind or he's not mad. The cure to moral masturbation is each of us doing the hard work of finding out for ourselves what people's values are through their actions, not words. Regardless of what you think or feel or wish to be true, your true values are reflected in your choices and actions. American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Your actions speak so loudly that I cannot hear what you say." If we adopt this metric, moral masturbation would reduce drastically because actions reveal who you are, not who you think you are. Almost everyone thinks they are resilient until they face stiff opposition. Almost everyone thinks they are incorruptible until they get into power. Almost everyone thinks they are loyal until they have to choose between money and friendship. The list is endless. To combat moral masturbation, we need to focus on people's actions rather than their words. I'm also aware that this approach requires effort and time, which many are unwilling to invest in our fast-paced, technology-driven world. Typically, we want to know if someone is honest or hardworking within the first 3 hours of speaking to them, which is quite impossible. This approach has led to so many disappointments and heartbreaks that could have been avoided if only we had the patience to watch out for actions instead of just believing in mere words. If you need a courageous person to join your team, get them to do something courageous before you bring them on board. If you need an honest person as a business partner, create a scenario whereby saying the truth will cost your team a business contract and ask the person to make a decision. Don't ask if they can work under pressure. Make them work under pressure. Don't ask if they can function in a tight deadline. Assign a project and cut the delivery time by half. If you want a partner who has shared family values, get them into environments and situations that require those family values and see how they respond. Don't state the family values you want at the first meeting and get offended if they played along for their selfish interest. As any actor would confess, once a role can be written on paper, it can be acted out, no matter how difficult it seems. Stop giving people your script only to get offended when they act it out. If you would love to get a partner with a nice sense of humor, don't ask if they have a sense of humor. Get them on a call or ask for a walk and assess their sense of humor. A comedian doesn't have to tell the world he's a funny guy when he comes on stage. All he needs to do is to make people laugh and everyone figures out that he is funny. Get them to do the thing instead of having them talk about the thing. We all know the popular adage, talk is cheap. Moral masturbation is becoming a pandemic and it's up to each of us to curb its effect. That's the end of our discussion for today. Moral masturbation. Do let me know what you make of this episode in the comment section. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for thought-provoking contents. Thank you.